Here are my player ratings for that defeat against Fulham. Now the dust has settled, a little bit of time to think, to dissect what went wrong, and give that a level-headed, balanced analysis. So do stay tuned. I'm interested to get your thoughts as well. Hello people, welcome back to the channel. I do hope you're keeping well. Here are my player ratings. That 2-0 defeat against Fulham at Craven Cottage before the international break. Apologies for lateness of this video. Quite a lot of content and podcasts and videos and that from my own channel and various other bits, so a few delays on this. Let's go through it. Vicario, I'm going to give a 6. Didn't have that much to do. When he done his job well. A couple of times maybe where he punched and could have caught it, so I give him a 6 out of 10. Spence, I give a 4. I like him, but he is at fault for that second goal. He completely loses where Sessegnon loses his man. But I do like it, but he takes more of the blame for me. He should do anyway in that situation rather than Davis. Romero, I'll give a 7. I thought it was excellent, and that substitution to bring him off, put Maddison on, killed the game. So Ange got that wrong. Of course, you need to be careful with Romero. He's just come back from injury. We don't want to repeat. And I think Marco Silva bringing on Rodrigo Muniz changed the game. But I think for us, that was really negatively impacted us because it said to Gray, right, okay, you go in a different position. It shifted everyone around and it was just too many changes at once. So that was only one change. It moved players about and changed too much tactically and personnel-wise, like in terms of formation. And Romero was class in this game, and he's been excellent since coming back. Really notices back in the side, and will get us more points. So I'll give him a 7. Davis, I'll give a 5. There's a moment where he rushes, and clears his lines. Falls to Castagna, who's got to do better with that. And he's out muscled by Sessegnon. I don't think it's mainly his fault, but again, he can still probably do better. So 5 out of 10. A doggy, I give a 5. More defensively disciplined in the second half after a poor first half. So credit to him for picking his head up. Bentancur, lucky to stay on the pitch the length of time he did. Disappointing. And that midfield has been disappointing for a long while. And he's a player that I think his ceiling's quite high, but he isn't doing enough at the moment. His passes are very safe. He isn't offering a lot. I'm going to give him a 3. Gray, finally got to see him in midfield. I thought he'd done well as a 6. Over time, he's got to be more ambitious with the passing. But I do like him in there. And I think we weren't the same team when he left that position, went to defence, and we lost Romero. And just everything changed. It wasn't right on Gray to throw in that deep end up against a new striker, and it wasn't right on the team. But Gray, I'll give a 6. Good performance. Basuma pulled again at half time. I think probably the last time we'll see him, certainly in length in the Spurs shirt, certainly from starting, I think, a game. I just called him out after the game, but yeah, he's continued to pick him odd. But yeah, Basuma's been poor, and he's a player that I'd look to move on in the summer. Far too inconsistent. Such a shame. Tell, I'll give a 6. In this game, showed leadership on and off the pitch. His best performance to date, I think, in a Spurs shirt. Defending Ange after the game with that altercation with a Spurs fan, that's what you want. And also, I'm not saying the fan's wrong, by the way, but he shows that he cares. 90 years of age, he's only been here a month. He defends Postecoglou and then goes over to the fans, calls for unity. Really respect that. Solanke, I'll give a 4. I mean, we have been spoiled with Harry Kane, but he's got to take that chance. Maddison, I thought was poor when coming on, but he should have got assist to his name. If Solanke should have converted that header, he puts just wide. Yeah, so disappointed for him. He never gets a lot of service. When he does, he's got to take it, hasn't he? Johnson, been really disappointed with recently. He's quite a lazy player, and it just isn't working for Andrews, making his job so much tougher. He's playing like he suits a Conte system more, and he should really suit the system. The player have been really disappointed, and I'll give him a 2. Substitutes Bergevall. How many times have I said this? Breath of fresh air. One of the very few positives in this game. I'll give him a 6. Sol, I thought was good when coming on. Wasn't on for very long, though. We need to see more of it from him. I still question him as a captain, but on the pitch, he's looking better recently. I'll give him a 5. Maddison come on, lost the ball a lot of times, but should have got an assist to his name. I'm going to be harsh and give him a 3. Odegaard the same. I'll give a 2 at fault for the second goal, but I do think a large amount of it comes down to Ange Postecoglou and the way that Ange Ball works, and he's told to play rather than clearing his lines to try and play it out, look for a positive pass, and where he gets robbed of possession. Scarlett, I've got an unapplicable. I don't think he was on the pitch long enough. And Postecoglou, I'm going to give a 0. I think he got his starting 11 wrong again. No creativity in that midfield once again. Poor selection and got his changes wrong with the Romero thing, taking him off, and we just lost the game from that purely. So as much as I like to blame the owners, and I think they're responsible for so many of our problems, if not most of them. This is on Ange, but at the same time, the players that are on the pitch, they've got to be doing better and taking more responsibility and more leadership. Those are my player ratings. What would you change in the comments below? It's now the international break, but there'll be content still for you, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. And for now, a massive comedy.